Hello friends, here today we will start our next chapter or unit 2 aggregates. Okay, in previous chapter we had studied cement. In that we had studied types of cement, properties of cement, chemical composition of cement, uses of cement, right, and manufacturing process of cement. Now in this chapter we will study the aggregates, right. This unit is totally related with the aggregates. Then what are aggregates? If we want to mix the concrete or we want to prepare the concrete, then we have to mix cement, sand or aggregate and water, right? So this is main constituent of mortar, cement concrete mortar. So we will study the aggregate. In that we will study, first of all, this unit will ask in your end semester exams or MSBT exams for 10 marks. Okay, it's quite it have quite higher weightage than previous chapter, right? Then introduction to aggregate, we will study the definition, then properties of aggregate, then classification of aggregate, then impurities in aggregate, then grading of aggregate, sieve analysis. What is sieve analysis? I will explain it in next slide. Then fineness modulus of sand or aggregate, it means core aggregate. Various field and laboratory tests on aggregates, and silt content in sand and bulking of aggregate. And last topic of this chapter will be use of seawater in concrete mixing, right? Whether we can use that seawater in concrete mixing or not, right? सो दिस इज अ पिक्चर ऑफ ॲग्रिगेट, ज्याला तुम्ही मराठीतून खडी म्हणता, बरोबर आहे. सो यू हॅव टू यूज दिस वर्ड फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट ऑनवर्ड, राईट. देन what is aggregate? Definition of aggregate. Aggregate are a major element in construction industry used for manufacturing of concrete. Then it gives body to the concrete or cement concrete mortar. It contains major body, it contains major part of the cement concrete mortar. And then it reduces shrinkage, right, and it's occupying 70 to 80% of mortar volume. So these are the major properties. Now again the definition in another word: aggregates are inert granular material such as sand, gravel or crushed stone. Everybody get it? What is aggregate? What is definition of aggregate? So we will see next slide. Properties of aggregate. Now what are the properties of aggregate? Think over it. They are source, size, shape, texture, strength, specific gravity, bulk density, moisture content, bulk factor, cleanliness, soundness, chemical properties, thermal properties, durability, sieve analysis and grading. These total properties we have to study in this chapter, right? So what are the classification? Now we will study the classification of aggregate. On the basis of properties we can classify the aggregate, right? On the basis of source, first classification is according to our first property, source. Aggregates are obtained from rock, which majorly classified in three type. We have studied in first year, right? I had teach this you in first year also. These are the basic classification of the or natural classification of the rocks based on sources. Rock can be obtained from three methods or three natural processes. One is igneous rock. Igneous rock means that rock which occurred due to the eruption of lava. Then metamorphic, right? Under the high temperature and pressure condition, rock which are manufactured by igneous rock get converted or metamorphized into another rock, such as limestone will convert into marble, right? Then third one is sedimentary rock, ज्याला तुम्ही मराठीतून रूपांतरित खडक म्हणता, राईट. स्तरित खडक म्हणता आणि मेटामॉर्फिक रॉकला रूपांतरित खडक म्हणतो आणि इग्नियस रॉक म्हणजे अग्निजन्य खडक. हे मराठीतले त्याचे भाषांतर आहेत. सो सेडिमेंटरी रॉक, हाऊ डज सेडिमेंटरी रॉक्स फॉर्म्स? वेन सेडिमेंट्स विल come under the pressure and temperature, or sediments get deposited one over another and it will form a rock under high temperature and pressure. Example, limestone, right? Chunkhadak. So these are the main classification based on the source. Then next, shape classification based on shape of aggregates affect workability of concrete. Why we have to study the shape of aggregate? Because aggregate shape of aggregate affects the workability of concrete. Then what are the type of shapes or the classification based on shape? First one is, see, rounded, right? Fully water warm or completely shaped by attrition, hence 33% to 35% wide ratio, not suitable for concrete. If there is wide ratio of 30 to 35%, then it is not suitable for concrete. Which one? Round shape, right? There is diagram also. You have to write this whole part on your notebook, in tabular form. Where does we occur it, or where do we collect it from? From river or seashore, gravel, desert, seashore and wind blown sand, right? Then irregular or partially rounded, natural irregular or partial shape by attrition and having rounded edges. The wide ratio is 35 to 37% is allowed, useful for medium quality of concrete, right? These are the diagram for irregular shape. You have to write down or draw the diagram of all these three shapes, right? Pit sand, where we get it from? From pit sand, gravel, land or dug finite or cuboid rock, right? Then third type, angular, right? Angular, see the diagram of angular shape aggregate. Possessing well-defined edges, it have well-defined edges, formed at intersection of roughly planar face. The wide ratio is 38 to 41% is allowed it, best for concreting. These are best for concreting. Think about that, why the angular shape aggregates are useful or best for concreting. Any one of you? Yes, due to angular shape, interlocking or friction between concrete and aggregate is properly. So it will compact concrete or stick to the concrete and increase the strength of concrete. Where do we get it from? Crushed rock of all types and talus and scree. Then flaky, angular having small thickness. It is one type of angular aggregate, but they are in thin width or thin thickness. They have not having more thickness. Angular having a small thickness as compared to width or length. It has highest percentage of wide, suitable for lower grade of concrete. And where do we get it from? Laminated rock. So this is one of the important classification based on shape, and it is asked that on which shape is best suitable for concrete, then you have to answer it as angular shape. Why? Because it will resist or it have high friction and interlocking property with concrete, right, or cement mortar. So you have to use this type of aggregates. Then size on the basis of, then classification on the basis of size, right? This is major classification you have to study in this chapter, right? There are core aggregate and fine aggregate. We have also studied in first year classes also. What are the core aggregate or coarse aggregate? When first one we will study the fine aggregate. When the aggregate is sieved through 4.75 mm, write down this type of number of sieve. Which number of sieve or size of sieve is 4.75 mm. When the aggregate is sieved through 4.75 mm, the aggregate passed through it called as fine aggregate. Naturally, sand is generally used as fine aggregate. It is silt and clay are also come under this category. We can also consider silt and clay under this category, right? Then coarse aggregate. When the aggregate is sieved through 4.75 mm sieve, the aggregate retained is called as coarse aggregate. It means 4.75 mm size of sieve is a major classifying sieve, right? This number of sieve or this size of sieve classify the aggregates into coarse aggregate and fine aggregate, right? फाईन ॲग्रिगेट म्हणजे ज्याला तुम्ही मराठीतून वाळू म्हणता, रेती, आणि कोर्स ॲग्रिगेट म्हणजे ज्याला तुम्ही मराठीतून खडी म्हणता. दिस images are shown here. You can get understood by these images also, right? Then texture, surface texture. First of all, टेक्स्चर म्हणजे त्याचा पृष्ठभाग. जर तुम्ही त्याच्यावरती हात फिरवला तर तुम्हाला काय प्रकारचं टेक्स्चर किंवा त्याचा सरफेस जो पृष्ठभाग आहे तो जाणवतो, हे म्हणजे टेक्स्चर. द डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ हार्ड बॉन्ड का बरं गरजेचं आहे, का उपयोगाचं आहे, कारण की याचा चांगली बॉन्डिंग असते कॉन्क्रीटसोबत. अँग्युलर शेप आपण का बरं यूज करतो, कारण की त्याची पण बॉन्डिंग चांगली असते कॉन्क्रीटसोबत, म्हणून ते वापरलं जातं. तसंच जर रफ सरफेस असेल, त्याचं टेक्स्चर जर रफ असेल तर त्याची बॉन्डिंग पुन्हा कॉन्क्रीटसोबत चांगली होईल. म्हणून आपण टेक्स्चरच्या हिशोबाने सुद्धा प्रॉपर्टीज स्टडी करतो. द डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ हार्ड बॉन्ड बिटवीन द ॲग्रिगेट अँड पार्टिकल्स अँड सिमेंट पेस्ट डिपेंड अपॉन द सरफेस टेक्स्चर, surface roughness and surface porosity of the aggregate. If the surface is rough but porous, maximum bond strength develops. In porous surface aggregates, the bond strength increases due to setting of cement paste in the pores. If it is porous, ज्याला आपण सच्छिद्र म्हणतो, किंवा ज्याच्या सरफेसवरती होल्स असतात, ते सुद्धा चांगली बॉन्डिंग तयार करू शकतात. का बरं, कारण की त्या पोर्समध्ये कॉन्क्रीट सिमेंट जाऊन बसणार, सिमेंट कॉन्क्रीट जाऊन बसणार आणि त्याची बॉन्डिंग पुन्हा वाढवणार. पण जास्त पोरस मटेरियल पण चांगलं असेल का? वेदर इट इज गुड दॅट पोरस मटेरियल और व्हेरी पोरस मटेरियल इज यूज्ड फॉर कॉन्क्रीट? नो, डेफिनेटली नॉट. वाय? बिकॉज इट विल रिड्यूस द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ कॉन्क्रीट अगेन. सो मोर porous material will also not helpful for the concrete mixture. Then strength. Strong concrete requires strong aggregate. Direct relation, because aggregate contains almost 70 to 80% of volume of the aggregate concrete. So the strength is major factor which can sustain in high load. Naturally occurring aggregates are high strength concrete or aggregate. Following are the tests performed on aggregate, right? Aggregate crushing value test. How do we test the strength of concrete then? Aggregate crushing value test, aggregate impact value test, Los Angeles abrasion value test. These are the three tests. We will study it in next slides or next lectures, right? Then specific gravity. The ratio of weight of oven dried aggregates maintained for 24 hours, right? We have to take ड्राय ॲग्रिगेट. इट मीन्स ओव्हन ड्राय, त्याला ओव्हनमध्ये ठेवायचं 24 तास आणि नंतर त्याचं 100 डिग्री सेल्सिअसवर ठेवायचं आणि त्याचं वेट घ्यायचं आणि तेवढ्याच व्हॉल्यूमचं वॉटर घ्यायचं. टू द वेट ऑफ इक्वल व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ वॉटर डिस्प्लेस बाय सॅच्युरेटेड ड्राय सरफेस ॲग्रिगेट इज नोन ॲज स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ ॲग्रिगेट. Specific gravity of major aggregate falls within the range of 2.6 to 2.9. Specific gravity किती असली पाहिजे मटेरियलची? 2.6 to 2.9. Low specific gravity indicate porous material. It means it will be weak and absorb to material. Whereas high specific gravity indicates material of good quality. आलं लक्षात? पुन्हा एकदा लक्षात घ्या. स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटी म्हणजे काय? द रेशिओ ऑफ ओव्हन ड्राईड ॲग्रिगेट मेंटेन्ड फॉर 24 hours at temperature of 100 to 110 degrees Celsius to the weight of equal volume of water displaced by saturated dry surface aggregate, right, is known as specific gravity of aggregate. Then bulk density, it is defined as weight of aggregate required to fill a container of unit volume, right. It is generally expressed in kg per liter. म्हणजेच 1 लिटरच्या मापामध्ये किती ॲग्रिगेट बसतो, राईट. 1 लिटरचं माप घ्यायचं, त्याच्यात ॲग्रिगेट टाकायचे आणि त्याचं वजन घ्यायचं, राईट. बल्क डेन्सिटी ऑफ ॲग्रिगेट डिपेंड अपॉन द फॉलोइंग 3 फॅक्टर्स: डिग्री ऑफ कॉम्पॅक्शन, ग्रेडिंग ऑफ ॲग्रिगेट अँड शेप ऑफ ॲग्रिगेट, राईट. देन मॉइश्चर कंटेंट. मॉइश्चर कंटेंट म्हणजे त्यांनी किती वॉटर ॲब्झॉर्ब केलं, सोप्या शब्दात त्याचा अर्थ असा होतो. मे बी डिफाइंड ॲज डिफरन्स बिटवीन द वेट ऑफ व्हेरी ड्राय ॲग्रिगेट अँड वेट ऑफ सॅच्युरेटेड ॲग्रिगेट विथ द सरफेस ऑफ ड्राय कंडिशन, राईट. डिपेंड्स अपॉन द अमाऊंट ऑफ मॉइश्चर कंटेंट इन ॲग्रिगेट. इट कॅन एक्झिस्ट इन 4 कंडिशन. व्हेरी ड्राय ॲग्रिगेट, इट मीन्स it's not containing any type of moisture. Then dry aggregate, it means it contains some quantity of moisture. Then saturated surface or dry aggregate, pores completely filled with moisture but no moisture on the surface. It means moisture contains inside the surface. And moist or wet aggregate, it means pores are filled with moisture and also having moisture on surface. It means inside also there will be moisture and on the surface there will also moisture. So this is moisture content. Now sieve analysis, we will study this sieve analysis part in next lecture. Then fineness modulus, and also the grading of aggregate and test performed on aggregate in next lecture. If anybody is having any problem related with this video, please do ask in comment section, and thank you.